Hi, welcome. I'm Phil Parker. You may be wondering why I'm doing this video with a piano and a lemon. Well, I'm going to talk today a little bit about some stuff about neuroanatomy and physiology. And the reason is, when I was 21, I severed my left hand, and that has kind of shaped pretty much everything I've done since, working in NLP, working as an osteopath, working as a guitarist, working as a piano player, and also doing a PhD in psychology and developing the lightning process, because I learned so much from that experience. And one thing I want to talk to you about is neuroplasticity. And this involves our lemon and our spoon. So with neuroplasticity, what we've got is we've got a nervous system which basically allows us to move signals around the body. And it's not like this with one neuron completely connected to another, because then all signals would just be transmitted all the time. Instead, we have this gap which acts like a switch. So the signal comes along and it may jump across or it may not do. We can choose. This is where our choice occurs. The other interesting thing is there's another neuron, let's say this brown neuron here, and the lemon can jump either to the red one or to the brown one. Okay. So it has a choice. So let's imagine in this case that the lemon happens to go to the red one. It doesn't go to the brown one, which I haven't got enough hands to hold. So it just jumps to the red one. After a while, if it keeps on doing this, it keeps on going to the red one, and an interesting thing happens. This neuron gets closer and closer and closer, whereas the other one gets further and further away. So it moves from the original position here to this, which means now it's much, much easier for the signal to jump to the red pathway. Now, this red pathway may be responsible for happiness, it may be responsible for pain. Whatever it is, it becomes easier for the signal to travel across this way. Now, the cool thing about neuroplasticity is it's always on, it's always at work. So if you start to push your signals to this more distant pathway, our wooden spoon, as it jumps across to this pathway, then exactly the same thing happens. It will move away from the red pathway and towards this brown pathway, which could be, again, to happiness or to pain. So the more we use a pathway, the more powerful it becomes, and that's essential for our work in NLP. So everybody that comes to see you has a body. So understanding more about it, I wonder what difference that will make to your success clinically and a range of things that you can work with.